Mary Kom defeats Dominican Republic's Magdalena's Hernandez 4-1 and enters round of 16. Mary Kom will face Colombia's Valence on the 29th of July. Chief spokesperson of BJP Manipur Pradesh, Chongtham Bijoy, says there is no possibility on the Congress forming government in the state during August of this year. Democratic Students Alliance of Manipur disarmed appeals to state governments to appoint regular principals of colleges and conduct rationalization of staffs. Manipur reports 1,207 new COVID-19 cases out of 8,327 samples tested in 24 hours. COVID positivity rate in the state reaches 14.5%. And India records 39,972 recoveries and above 39,000 new COVID-19 cases in last 24 hours. India's recovery rate stands at 97.36%. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Primetime, the English Bulletin, and I'm Kanel Shambanduram with you. To stay protected from coronavirus, wash your hands frequently, wear your masks properly, and maintain a safe distance from one another. Please remember that the fight against the COVID-19 is not over yet. Now, the news in detail. Mary Kom defeated Dominican Republic's Magdalena's Hernandez in round of 32 in 48 to 51 kilogram flyweight category at Tokyo Olympic Games 2020. 38-year-old Mary Kom beats 23-year-old Hernandez by 4-1 in the three rounds of round of 32 match and entered round of 16. It was a strong performance from Mary Kom. She started slowly in the initial seconds of the first round but picked up the big adds as the bout progresses. Mary Kom dominated the fixtures with impressive counter. Mary Kom will now face Colombia's Valence victorious Ingrid Lorena on the 29th of July. Meanwhile, many people in the state cheers up for Mary Kom during her match in front of their television sets. Minister of Youth Affairs and Sports Minister Letpao Haukip expressed heartfelt happiness on boxer MC Mary Kom winning against Dominican Republic's Magdalena's Hernandez today in her first match of the Tokyo Olympics 2020. In a video release, Letpao Haukip wished Mary Kom more success in the ongoing 32nd Summer Olympic Games.
Congratulations, Mary Kom India, in particular Manipur. I would like to congratulate for winning the first bout and hoping the same performance and even better and come back with flying colors. We are waiting for you here in our country, in our state, and convey my message for your future endeavor.
Education Minister Sorokhaibam Rajend announced a cash award of 3 lakh rupees to Saikom Mirabai Chanu, who bagged silver medal at 48 kilogram the category weightlifting competition at Tokyo Olympic Games 2020. He announced the same during a press meet held at his residence today. Minister Rajend expressed happiness and congratulated Mirabai Chanu.
Mirabai India ki hanba Olympic tak account handopo oigido madumukso ikoi Manipur ki asi pictureable of the mamoiragasu Manipur ki Manipuri praja sinse hiram khodimakta prithibi da leiriba malay masida leiriba mitung khodimak ikoi compare tawda ikoi chop ta badugumba jati amani haibase ikoi sauthuk chalibani medal ki account handopo ngambagi damakta mangonda ikoi ki department ki maikei de lupa.
Officials of Northern Frontier Railway visited the family members of Saikom Mirabai Janu in Imphal East today. The team congratulated the family members on Mirabai winning the first medal of India in weightlifting in the ongoing Tokyo Olympics 2020. The team, on behalf of NF Railway General Manager Ansul Gupta, congratulated Mirabai and expressed happiness on her achievement. Saikom Mirabai Chanu served as an officer on special duty OSD Sports in NF Railway since 2018. She joined NF Railway in 2015. Old Manipur Students Guardians organizations express happiness on Manipuri weightlifter Saikom Mirabai Chanu winning the first medal of Indian contingent in the ongoing Tokyo Olympics 2020. Footballer Ngangom Bala Debi has signed to extend her contact with Scottish football club Rangers Football Club for another 6 months. Bala is daughter of NG Manihar and Memcha from the Irangbam Mamang Laikai in Vishnupur district. The forward player has a keen interest in football since her childhood days. All India Football Federation AIFF conferred her with the Best Women's Footballer title in 2014 and 2015 consecutively. Significantly, AIFF has conferred Bala the same title this year too. Bala is the first Indian women footballer playing for a football club in Europe. She has played 38 football matches and has scored 36 goals so far. Speaking to media at the Imphal International Airport, Bala said that players of the state has lots of potential players, but proper training and coaching will help in nurturing more promising athletes.
Europe country da sanaba gi system jiga aikoi India da sanaba gi system jiga kitang different oi maduna aikoi si improve oi bangam da bane aikoi the quality adu ki matik lai cham mane ai wakalon da di Europe da player sanari ba makoi ga akoi sida laiba player siga adu quality chap mane adu training system da kitang ahong ba na laiba amadi opportunity phangdaba haibidi tournament 1 month sanaraba matungda tournament dugi makha tabada practice kamai tawgani adagi grassroots tagina up to senior folk step by step magi opportunity laitaba school da amadi college da magi sanabagi opportunity laitabana maram oiga aikoisi down tawbani adu ai thajai tasengnaba aikoigi India si sungsoi soidana mai pakpa soba ma oirakani haidana akoigi Manipur government na aikoigi India gi na ahanba history 18 months professional contract phangbagi damakta amadi aduda natana sports fu yamna thawai yauna hona biriba koigi akoi sarcm haininga letana thagachari mahagna puba government adum sports aduki matik thawai yauna akoi bu pungning thogati habisi tasengna khangjai maramdi aikhoibu inspector gi thakta tharsinam honor tawbibagi damakta haininga letana thagachai madugi damakta sanaroi singbu aikoigi government na sumai sumna yengsin biragadi tungdasu haurukliba sanaroi singju mapalomda chatabida Manipur ima leba ki damakta represent tawduna ima leba ki damakta mai papa purakani haibase haijani.
Chief spokesperson of BJP Manipur Pradesh CH Bijoy said there is no possibility or ways on Congress forming government in the state in August of this year. He said this in response to the media statement made by newly appointed MPCC President and Nambol constituencies MLA and Loken. Speaking exclusively to Impact News, CH Bijoy said Loken's words are not justified, and he said such things to save the image of Congress and the public as well. Public are well aware about that. CH Bijoy went on to say that MPCC is shaken to the core ever since Govindas Konthaujam has stepped down from the post of the president of MPCC. He said if the media reports on Govindas Konthaujam along with the 3 other MPCC leaders resigning from the party comes out to be true, then it will be one of the rarest incidents to be ever happened in the history of the politics. On the other hand, he also expressed hope that the Supreme Court would not disqualify the 12th parliamentary secretaries of the Manipur Legislative Assembly. It may be mentioned that the country's apex court will give its verdict to the appointment of 12th BJP MLAs as parliamentary secretary tomorrow, and MPCC president has said the 12th parliamentary secretaries will be disqualified.
Party president ama when lorga isau chang lariba party sigi thado ga to party the chain na ba tawi na paper the yauri me na kai chum batar di India ki political history ta atang ba thok do ga party president na the mana tar pusita makha de lariba makhui worker kaya lariba mayam je ninghai raga ato party the mai gi lambi yin party president ning makai ba madu me do phajin na ba to ba statement ati kaishu leite araga makhui na august sara sarkar no sembi otopia ba karim te leite Sri Govindas konthau jum yauna MLA taruktai mga taruk figuresum to masingji manade BJP de yaw runina chain grace akhoi de karigam madugi knowledge pawom te leite ma karam level la karai da contactor ga BJP de yaw ga ni na contactor no haido ai singbe ado hojik Sri N Loken amadi Congress ki MLA karana nganga ko wari de makoi plan do kai de ning makai de na beg gyar palaga loina moi party de hanjan gi vasu mali.
Democratic Students Alliance of Manipur DESAM drew attention of state government towards a prompt appointment of regular principals in colleges which are now running without principals. He also demanded for rationalizations of teachers and other staff in colleges to help bringing a change in the field of higher education in the state. In a video released, Secretary General of Democratic Students Alliance of Manipur, Laisangthem Lamyanba said that there is a huge disparity on the enrollment percentage of students in different colleges across the state. He said that due to the prevailing pandemic, many students have now opted to study in colleges back home, owing to which some colleges are facing an issue on providing seats to large number of students who are trying to get admission at these colleges. Lamyanba in the video further drew attention of the government in appointing regular principals to 24 government colleges and 6 added colleges in the state at the earliest. He also mentioned that earlier Democratic Students Alliance of Manipur has submitted a memorandum to Chief Minister and Education Minister regarding this issue, and they have given an assurance to look into the matter.
Manipur college kunga mari government ki aided college taru hauju phawu regular principal haptana lay asigumba thongsi asina maram oirakanda haidiba college asa mapi mapa panda bagumna akoina thadu ga thambagi mong amakta layri masisina layriba college tugi academic atmosphere da amadi tongan be academic activities da amadi administration da college singse fail oirakna bagi sidarakna bagi achoba maram amakatsu oire masina maram oirakanda tongan be scheme kaya marum amakhatsu rusagi makhada layba natraga UGC ki makhada layba tongan be scheme singsu regular principal laytabana maram oirakanda madugi college ama oibegi phangadaba khudong saba singsu nasi aikoi phandana layri maram maduna aikoida higher education ki college education sida yamna chawna aikoida sokhal lakliba sigumba regular principal laytabagi wathok asa masimasu athuba matamda losin birakanda aikoi higher education se hena mapung marai phaba dugupa maka oirakani.
Manipur reported 1,207 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 out of 8,327 samples tested in the last 24 hours. COVID positivity rate on July 25th stands at 14.5%. As per State Health Department and COVID-19 Command Control Room, the press release this afternoon, total confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Manipur have reached 92,667. 13 COVID patients died in the past 24 hours, rising the death toll to 1,478. All the necessary medical precautionary measures like containment and contact tracing are in place. Active COVID cases in the state is yet to decrease despite the state entering 8th day of the 10th-day-long statewide curfew today. Roads were deserted looks except for essential services plying on road. Shops remain closed except for pharmacies. Police throughoutly checked commuters and detained curfew violators. Manipur State Age Controlled Society (MACS) has invited applications from journalists across the state working in print media for a 6-month-long media fellowship program on HIV/AIDS. In a press release, MACS project director informed interested print media journalists with 3 years of working experience in the field to submit 3 previous news reports on HIV/AIDS, each written by them within August 7th. Well, now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you updates on coronavirus cases in India and the world. We will be back with details after the break. Until then, keep watching Impact News.
Comprehensive Concept School Konjeng Lekai Sangai Pro Airport Mamangi Class 11 Science ki academic session 2021-22 ki online registration hauzare. Registration ki dama school ki website www.comprehensiveconceptschool.com da sanglaba yagani. Registration ki aroiba matamna August 8, 2021 ni. Entrance test da makok taraba amadi meritorious students singi marakta ki ahanba lakpada studentship amadi scholarship ki kudong chapa pizagani. Akupa marol ki dama 8787773034 da contact you.
Hello viewers, Impact Music on Demand da hana SMS amadi WhatsApp ki kuthang da isay kambiramba du. Haujikti adom gi mobile phone dagi selfie video request oinasu adom da apamba isay singadu kambirakpa yaragani haina kanghanjari. Kaubiraganu adom gi mobile phone dagi selfie video request oina isay kambirakpa yaragani. Impact Music on Demand every Saturday 6:30 p.m. Repeat next day 1 p.m.
The St. Anthony School Chingmairong is a CBSE co-educational English medium school run by committed professional teachers with a focus on discipline, critical thinking, creativity and collaborative learning. The school has one of the best campuses providing top-class educational and sporting facilities. Admissions ongoing for Class 11 Arts and Science 2021-22 session.
You are the future. School, a place where your future is carved. Exploring new ideas, spacious classrooms equipped with smart boards, well-stocked library, expression in art, educating young minds, even making stronger. This is where you start, cause it all begins with you. UNACO School, excellence in education.
Welcome back. After the break, you're watching Primetime, the English Bulletin. India reported a total of 39,742 new COVID-19 confirmed cases during the past 24 hours. As per the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, country's COVID tally stands above 3,13,71,000, out of which 4,08,212 are active cases. India reported 39,972 recoveries in the past 24 hours, rising the total recovered cases in the country to 3,05,43,138. India's recovery rate stands at 97.36%, while the death toll has reached 4,20,551, with the addition of 535 new COVID-19 fatalities. Over 43,31 lakh people have been vaccinated against COVID-19 in India so far. Globally, coronavirus has infected above 19,45,55,000 people. Above the 41,71,000 people have died, and recoveries are above 17,65,91,000. United States of America has the highest active cases of above 50,50,000 in the world. The Delhi government has announced further relaxation in COVID-induced restrictions with effect from tomorrow morning. Delhi Metro will be allowed to run with 100% seating capacity, but no standing passengers will be allowed. Similarly, multiplexes, theatres and cinema halls will be allowed to reopen with 50% capacity. Delhi Disaster Management Authority in its order has said that number of people allowed at marriage function and last rides in Delhi has been raised to 100 from tomorrow. Bars will also be allowed to reopen with 50% of the seating capacity. All shops will be permitted to function on all days of the week without any distinction of essential and non-essential goods and services. Auditoriums and assembly halls can also reopen with a 50% seating capacity. Interstate buses shall also be allowed to run with 100% seating capacity, with boarding only from the rear door and deboarding from the front door. Stadium and sports complexes will be permitted to open without the spectators, subject to strict compliance of SOPs. For the reopening of spa, the DDMA mentioned that all employees of spas will have to go 2 doses of COVID-19 vaccination or to undergo RT-PCR test every fortnight. Director of Indian Institute of Medical Sciences, Dr. Randeep Guleria, suggested the guarded reopening of schools situated at areas where COVID positivity rates is below 5%. He added schools remain closed since last year. However, most children have developed natural immunity due to exposure to coronavirus. He also said that a vaccine for children will be ready by September. He said the clinical trials conducted on Zydus Cadilla's DNA-based COVID-19 vaccine, Zycov-D, to be used between 12 to 18 years have completed. He added Pfizer-BioNTech's vaccine will be one of the options for children if it gets green signaled in the country. Farmers in the Vishnupur district appealed to Chief Minister Nongthombam Biren to take up initiative of the pumping water using river lift irrigation in the Kumbi Sagolpada through Loktombi Lamyai Canal to avail irrigation facilities to paddy fields of the Kumbi Loktombi in the Vishnupur district. Farmer highlighted the applied, saying that paddies cultivated in the region are not yielding due to scarcity of rainfall. They also appealed to minor irrigation department to provide diesel and electric motor engines to pump water from the RLI.
Engineer da thamoi sengna lamdam asida lo uzariba loktombi lakongi silinawjing haiba sida kumbi khuga turiel dagi sagumpat khiliba river lip irrigation arela yasidagi kapkhat nabagi damakta masida sangba thaw amasung ahenba electric motor engine singba pibi reknabagi damakta appeal tawjabag loina nolok haijari ekoi namsida lo uriba lomi khuding mangna asigi phibam ji orgadi lowji ekoi sab yaba oibu
Manipur gi akoi honorable akoi Chief Minister Birel amasung akoi gi kai khumnjari ba akoi gi minor department ge chief engineer sing gi magai dagi wadana lairiba akoi lomi sing gi khara mateng tawbiragadi asa udraba lofom sing ase asa khara dasu akoi uba phangani haibasigi akoi gi wakalonda akoi gi media gi mateng lawzarga ngasi ase akoi lomi lop amasung akoi loktom bilakol sing gi akoi gi larup sing gi amasung hauro lokon sing gi larup sing gi magai dagi lomi amoina mo sinjirga.
Jiribam MLA Muhammad Sabuddin lamented on politicians in the Jiribam district trying to take political mileage on the deplorable condition of Jiri Tipaimuk road, which has been left neglected by authorities concerned for long. Speaking during a press meet held at his residence at the Sonapur in Jiribam district today, MLA Muhammad Sab said JT roads can't be repaired only after consultation with the relevant department, though he is the local MLA. He added the government has permitted to repair the road and sanctioned 114 crore rupees. He said that arrangements are made to construct a new SDO office in remote Borobakra subdivision of Jiribam.
concern engineer da fund si state government gi noi gi fund laitra ga chu aina ai gi local area da hairu paisa si pige matik chana se mo na ji ai advice tawre mana handaki lockdown se loi ba thau khawrani masida politics tawragum si masi yeri issue se mayam gi ni ai su masi gi praja sing awa bu su ai su gyan tai pangsu su ba si pamtre quality laina masi phajana renovation taw matam da chahi kana chatkani yeri tibai muk road asi nauna sem ga da amuk su phajana sugani.
Kaching MLA M. Rameshwar stressed on impact of Western culture among youths. He was speaking during inspection visit at the ongoing construction site of Ibudau Kamlangba Shrine at Kaching Wairi today. Speaking to media, MLA Rameshwar appealed to youths to stay true to roots. He appealed to youths for their role in the conservation of the history, culture and tradition. He also assured to complete the construction of the shrine of Ibudau Kamlangba of the Kaching within September of this year.
ज़्यादा मुके अपील तौजरी होजी कान की होगलेबा नहासिंगना यामना वेस्टर्नाइज होरबा कल्चर दा दुखिदना साई सागी होरखम कावबा आगी ट्रेडिशन कल्चर कावबसे तौबिगनु वेस्टर्न की सिविलाइजेशन दा लाइबा अरासिंग सो कोई तंबा दरकार ताय अदुबु अदुदगी हेना लुबदी आई इसागी होरखम कावदबा आगी कल्चर ट्रेडिशन योखटपसे सिना मरुनी हाइना होजी कान की होगलेबा नहासिंगदा यंगस्टर सिंगदा इना वाफम मसी थमजरी.
State Education Minister and MLA of Lamsang constituency, Sorokai Bamrajend, accorded warm welcome to Namoijamd Nauba Maite, who secured 27th rank in the recently declared National Defence Academy Examination 2020 conducted by UPSC. Minister Ranjit also extended monetary aid to Nauba during an event held at the residence of Ranjit in Salam, Lamsang constituency today. Rajend also accorded warm welcome to Jila Parisat member of Awang Kuno and Pramo Pradhan T.S. Dwijamani and Y. Mohendro on the occasion. Speaking at the event, Minister Rajend said Namojamd Nauba Maite, a resident of Kongampat Kuno in Lamsang Assembly constituency, securing 27th position in NDA exam 2020 is a matter of pride for not only for the Assembly constituency but for the whole state. He also added Nauba has now succeeded in bearing fruits for all the sacrifice and hard works put in by his parents. Ranjit also distributed sprayers to farmers in the constituency during the event.
Namoijam Nauba, Mahana, Orakiva, Aki, Mumunum, Kahena Yamna, government service Taudana, Kahena Inakara, Nate, Ekoi Hot Puhonarabadi, Miogi Punsida, Ekoi, Namdava, my part of Lake. Rangasi Nauba, Nomadi Soidana, Army of Sada, Matang, Harviski, Record Kimatung in a Maha, Soidan Maketi, Nomade, Toba, Rang Leva, Tarama, Kadoribani, Asiki competition data, Saugrava Barata, Ungatare, Suba, Renta, Mahana, Hangakose, Masima, Ekoi Manipur. प्रजागी कोई चौथुक चनिंगाई ने मणिपुर है पिक्चर बसु हना लेपाक मणिपुर ने हाइदना ईश्वर ने पिरम बाई कोई पिथु अम्ब तोवान बा एक्सेसमेंट होइबा कोई मणिपुरी जाति दे कोई यावरी
आया साइंस स्कूल इम्फाल दा क्लास 6 तैन 12 फाउ तमजरे साइंस स्कूल इम्फाल दा तमलक पदा नेशनल डिफेंस एकेडमी से करम द चंगनी अदैदी करम मोंग द होनागनी हाबिसी कोई स्कूल की ओजा अमसों गाइडेंस के आगे मखादा याम रिगोरियस ट्रेनिंग तरो मतुंग दा फंगजरखी बिगलिंग आइदेगी हौना स्पोर्ट्स ता याम थवा यारोखी public speaking da ju yam na thawa yaujarakhi academics da ju adum wat na ba adum honajare class 10 da 96.4% chatki sumaina sum lak basna class 11 12 ka khalakpa matam da national defense academy se career amoina profession amoina yam na pamba horaki akoi gi school da laiba officers ma'am parents ki support gi oja ma'am ki support gi phangmangam jekhim.
United Generation Committee Young Association Leisangthem, the Young Sporting Association and Leisangthem Young Welfare Association clarified that the incident occurred at Thobalt Leisangthem where one person alleged in lifting vehicles was lines to death was not intentional. The association determined the communal remark by some organization against the incident as unfortunate. On behalf of 4 local clubs and those concerned, T.H. Memcha appealed to police to release those arrested regarding the incident and not arrest anyone further. She added the incident occurred when people tried to detain those 3 accused in vehicles lifting chairs by Kelakong villagers. It may be mentioned that 1 died and 2 injured during the incident. Later, police arrested 3 individuals in connection with the incident on 23rd of July.
Kelakonggi Barjasingna Gari Hurale, Haidana Tanarpadagi, Lashankin, Kelakong Kainaba Lamhanga, Toning the Batodo, Tokibani, Aduna, Lashankin, Muishing, Pakraba, Amadi Pagan, Hyperset, Wiganu, Pakraba, Muishing, Atuba, Tadoki, Aroy with the Hygienic body, Lashankin Parazada, Ganduki Wakalate.
Well, that's all we have in this bulletin, but before we wind up, let's take a glimpse at the headlines once again. Maricom defeated Dominican Republic's Miguelinas Hernandez 4-1 and entered round of 16. Maricom will face Colombia's Valence on July 29th. Chief spokesperson of BJP Manipur Pradesh, Chongtam Bijoy, says there is no possibility on Congress forming government in the state during August this year. Democratic Students Alliance of the Manipur Desam appeals to state governments to appoint regular principals of colleges and conduct rationalization of staff. Manipur reports 1,207 new COVID-19 cases out of 8,327 samples tested in 24 hours. COVID positivity rate in the state reaches 14.5%. And India records 39,972 recoveries and above the 39,000 new COVID-19 cases in the last 24 hours. India's recovery rate stands at 97.36%. Well, thank you so much for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipuri Bulletin, which will be presented by our anchor, Mr. Okram Somendro. In the meantime, for more news and information, please do not hesitate to follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Until then, have a great evening and always